Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm April Martinez.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning, Belize. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Monday morning. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Good to see you here on a Monday.
Good to be on set on a Monday.
Awesome.
This is Easter week, so it's a short week.
It is.
And I know that's one of the things that is on the forefront of people's mind as they wake up this morning and get ready for work.
Schools are already closed.
Schools are already
closed, gone for the holidays.
Yes.
It's just you and I that are here until Holy Thursday.
Yeah.
But yes, that is on the forefront of what is buzzing, quote unquote, for this whole week. In general, there are going to be different communities having different events to commemorate and celebrate the Easter weekend. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. You have any plans?
No, I don't have much plans, not this weekend, not as yet at least.
Well, we are definitely looking forward to some much needed holiday, and tell us where you're going on this wonderful Easter holiday weekend. I know a lot of people flock across the border, but we've been having great local tourism for the past couple of years, so I'm pretty sure that Belizeans are going to be traveling all throughout this country.
Yeah, indeed.
But we got to get into our show lineup for this morning, and we always bring every morning show with our What's Buzzing topics for today. We have a couple of topics to talk about this morning, Paul, and we begin this morning's show with the wrap up for the weekend from the women's cross country.
Yes, indeed. It was the 33rd annual running of the Women's Cross Country Cycling Classic.
Yeah.
A huge event that was held, a race from San Ignacio all the way to Belize City, some 80 plus miles of racing under the sweltering sun. I know that yesterday the heat wasn't as gruesome as it was the days before that. But we had 11 riders race from San Ignacio, or you say across the Cayo district and Belize district into Belize City. And it's one of those races that Belizeans look forward to because it is the race that leads up to the big dance, which is the men's cross, or what we call the annual cross-country cycling classic. So that's the one we refer to as the annual cross-country cycling classic. But yes, on Sunday, 11 riders made up of 3 Belizean riders, several riders from the US. We had riders from Mexico. We also had riders from Trinidad and Tobago. And we had a rider from Jamaica. And we saw fans line up from San Ignacio all the way to Belize City cheering on their favorites. I would say about a quarter way into the race, we lost 2 of the Belizean riders in that they fell back. They couldn't keep up with the sort of stamina and sort of energy that these foreign riders who Kaya Katus, one of our main, in fact, she's the defending champion for the Women's Cross Country Cycling Classic. And so our 2 other Belizean riders couldn't really keep up, but Kaya kept up for the most part. In the end, the winners came from LA Sweat, which is Kaya Katus's team. So LA Sweat's, let me get that name for you. Regina Dotti won first place. She came in first across the line, and it was actually a sprint between Regina Dotti and Williams Racing Cycling Team's Julian Aguila. And so she came in second place, and she's actually a Mexican rider. And then in third place, we had LA Sweat's Elizabeth Stevenson, and she took the 3rd spot. And so that was the result of the race. We had an American rider in first place, a Mexican rider in second, and then an American rider in 3rd place. But as I said, The monster dance on the highway is set for Holy Saturday, and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah. They're already lining up the streets, already clearing up the road paths for the cross country classic.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think is like a tradition in Belize, where right before everybody goes on holiday, we stand on the street side to watch cross country.
And what is it that everybody wants?
The Belizean to win.
Exactly.
Everybody wants our Belizean
Everybody
to win.
wants a Belizean to win, and so we'll hope and pray throughout the rest of the week that if it's not Oscar Quiros, that it's baby Chav, that is Jiving.
The greats.
That these guys have their legs well oiled and well muscled in preparation for Saturday.
I was having a conversation with a friend over the weekend, and we were talking about the different sporting events that were taking place. I know you normally cover it during our Sports Monday segment on the news. And somebody said, you know why I really like Ruta Maya? Because Ruta Maya was a couple of weeks ago. Because it makes it a little bit more challenging for a foreigner to win.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing this for so long, and it's mostly Belizean teams. I believe there was a Canadian team that won one of the categories, this year around. But most of it is Belizeans, and then when you look at cycling and cross country, it's sort of the opposite, right? So we kind of get to see the differences in the sports that we have here in Belize. But nevertheless, we are looking forward to cross country. We're hoping that a Belizean does take the prize. I know these guys train heavily for these races, and so we wish them all the best of luck.
All right, so we have a second What's Buzzing topic.
We do have a second What's Buzzing topic. If you were awake this morning at around 1 a.m., you would have noticed that the moon was kind of in the middle of the earth as well as the sun. It is the preliminary lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse. It's like a teaser, really, for the big eclipse that is taking place. I believe it's April 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this is just it's weird because we're seeing daylight, right? But the moon and the sun are already kind of converging with each other as we speak. So it's not fully covering it just yet. So we're just seeing like a starter of that event happening. And it's going to continue happening for the remainder of the next 2 weeks until it covers it on April 6th.
So the sky does that. It gives us a sneak peek.
It gives you like a sneak peek. And so this morning was marking that event. And I'm saying if you were awake at 1 this morning, but it kind of took place between the hours of 1 and 5 on this side of the earth. Anyway.
So the eclipse is actually April 8th, not
April
6th.
6th. The full eclipse itself is April 6th.
Okay,
but,
good.
It starts from today. So it's a preliminary eclipse, if you will, for the main event, April 6th. So it's going to continuously happening until April 6th when it's fully covered.
Hopefully it's not at 1 in the morning because I'll miss it.
Yeah, well, no, I feel, it's so funny. I don't know if you're one of those persons that used to do watch the meteor showers and look up at the sky and so forth, but people do come out, Paul, and look at this, even if it's at 1 in the morning. People will come out and check it out. Yeah, but that does cover our What's Buzzing topics. And of course, if you have any other topics that you'd like to share with us, head on over to Open Your Eyes BZ, drop us a line in the comments and let us know. But we are moving on with our Monday morning show with our eye on the news.
We have 2 topics to discuss this morning for our Eye on the News, and we begin this morning's Eye on the News on a very somber note. We begin with reports coming out of the Cayo district over the weekend, and that has to do with the death of an off-duty officer who was shot and killed on Saturday night in Roaring Creek Village while on his way home. We're talking here about Police Constable Dylan Anthony, who was riding his motorcycle from Belmopan towards Kamalote Village when a gunman opened fire in his direction, basically killing him. PC Anthony was fatally wounded. Now, the Belize Police Department issued a statement saying that PC Anthony served with distinction in his duties to protect and serve the community. The statement says that he was committed to upholding the law and ensuring the safety of others, as is the duty of all police officers. His death now is believed to be a case of mistaken identity.
Oh, wow.
The night before PC Anthony's murder, a resident of the village was injured in a shooting at a gender reveal party. So this is a resident from Roaring Creek Village was injured in a shooting at a gender reveal party in the community. Authorities were still investigating that incident when PC Anthony was shot. So there are suggestions that this is some sort of retaliation, but PC Anthony wasn't the intended target, but it was a case of mistaken identity. Now, for me, April, this one hits home.
Yeah.
This one, you know, you hear of these things, but this one hits home for me. I was born and raised in Kamalote Village, where PC Anthony is from. And I was born and raised there for the better part of my childhood and teenage life. And so PC Anthony, interestingly, was actually a friend of mine, and we grew up in the same neighborhood. In fact, if I burped hard enough,
oh my gosh,
him and his family would have heard me burping. If me and my siblings were quarreling, they would be on their porch like, make I say we're Paul and
you're such a guy, Paul.
Brother fight both today. And so that was the case. And so I could recall us playing in the community together. This time he wasn't PC Anthony, clearly, and I wasn't Paul the journalist. Yeah. But we played together as friends throughout the community, throughout the neighborhood. And news of his murder has sent shockwaves throughout the small village of Kamalote Village, simply because of how tight and close-knit we are as a community. I've seen the posts, I've seen the comments from the villagers saying, hey, this guy was a humble guy. We know him to be very calm, and the police department is right in saying, describing him as somebody who was committed to his job. And so I personally want to send my condolences to him and to his family. This is the young guy from Roaring Creek that was injured in the shooting the night before, at the gender reveal, the night before PC Anthony was killed.
It's so strange that these occurrences are happening, Paul, and we do hope that we get some closure. The police department is working diligently to investigate this particular murder and bring justice to the family. I will say that condolences to you, of course, and the entire village of Roaring Creek, as we tried our best to figure out what's going on. The fact that it was a mistaken identity, though, for it to be the following day, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how that could even be possible. But
it could be a case of retaliation per se. You know, somebody. When you have incidents like these in a community that has had a reputation of violence and murders per se, there are expectations that following one shooting, there can be a flare-up and there can be some retaliatory actions taken. However, in this case, somebody innocent, more so a police officer, lost their life. And of course, there's a public perspective saying, hey, we need to do more about this type of violence. We need to crack down, get inside Roaring Creek, and just sweep the place clean from all of this.
I have to say, Paul, that yes, you're right. We have seen violence and so forth coming from Roaring Creek quite often, but it was very, very lulled for a very long time, actually. Things
just aren't making the news.
Yeah.
But I think some Roaring Creek residents would differ on that opinion. But this is one story that we will be following throughout the course of today, and we will be able to have more for you guys in our 6 p.m. newscast on this matter.
Yes, Paul, but we do also have another topic for our eye on the news, and that was that the United Democratic Party did hold its National Party Council meeting this Saturday, but there was also another meeting that was held.
Yeah. So this meeting was essentially to carry out a post-mortem
after the municipal elections.
April, after they lost, had experienced a significant loss the party's performance. So they were going to carry out a post-mortem of the party's performance in the March 6 municipal elections. That meeting was held as scheduled at the UDP headquarters in Belize City. Now, a group.
I would say a very large group, if I will, did hold the senior UDP members, persons like Honorable Patrick Faber, John Saldivar, Denny Grijalva, and Beverly Williams. They basically boycotted the scheduled NPC meeting at the headquarters, and they had their own meeting at the Biltmore Hotel. So in studio now, we have with us journalist Hipólito Novello, where he spent the day out in the scorching sun covering both meetings. How did you split yourself?
It was from 10 to about after 3:30
wow.
on Saturday. So it was I at Biltmore, and George, the cameraman, was at the UDP headquarters. So the meeting at the Biltmore concluded before the NPC meeting at the HQ.
But these members didn't attend that meeting.
Yeah, okay, so as you mentioned, two meetings. So there's two groups of UDP officials meeting separately. Now the idea was that there will be one NPC, and that was the case. One recognized NPC at the HQ. And as you mentioned, Paul, the plan was to assess the performance of the UDP in the March 6 municipal elections. So the plan was to have all standard bearers, everybody was supposed to be there. Everybody got an invite, right? But these other high-ranking officials, as you mentioned, John Saldivar, Patrick Faber, Edmund Castro was there as well. Ivan Williams from down south, Denny Grijalva from Orange Walk, Bev from Belize Rural. They were there at this meeting, at this private meeting at the Orchid Room at the Biltmore Hotel. That started at 10 o'clock in the morning and finished at about 12:50.
Now let me ask you, Mr. Novello, were you able to ascertain why is it that two meetings were held? Well, we know the purpose of the NPC meeting for the post-mortem. Now, what have you been able to gather in terms of why Mr. Faber and Mr. Saldivar, Mr. Grijalva, Ms. Williams, who we know to an extent to be an ally of Mr. Barrow, or at least perhaps she's an ally of Saldivar, but why is it that they decided to have their own private meeting at the Biltmore?
So that is why I tried to ask the Patrick Faber, John Saldivar, Edmund Castro, but everyone kept saying no comment. As you see in the video, Beverly there, she said there that the meeting was positive.
Okay.
But when I asked her if discussions were held to remove Shine Barrow as the party leader, she said she doesn't know of any such discussion and completely said no comment again. John Saldivar did not want to talk. In fact, he told me to respect him because he doesn't want to talk. Patrick Faber says he's not commenting. Edmund Castro as well did not want to comment. But we've heard credible reports from coming out of that meeting was that the primary discussion was to remove or replace Shine Barrow as the leader of the UDP based on his performance of the municipal 6 election. Now, mind you, we are going to a general election next year. So the UDP, they need to get their ducks in a line because it takes months, especially if you see disunity in a party in the opposition.
Do you know if these persons attended the NPC meeting?
Not until they boycotted. So curiously, I asked Edmund Castro, why is it that he boycotted the meeting, right? He said he doesn't know. He kept saying he doesn't know. But as the party chairman, Michael Perfit, and Mr. Barrow had mentioned, everybody knows the NPC. It's scheduled, you're invited. It's automatically that you should attend to this thing. And he jokingly said, you know, I told him Michael Perfit and Barrow at the UDP headquarters still, and he was like, okay, I'm going to meet them. But
did he go?
Did he? Of course he did. Of course he
so then who did attend the NPC?
So we had, I think we have pictures from the NPC. We had the deputy chairman. We have there Dr. Amar Figueroa, the chairman, Michael Perfit, along with other standard bearers across the country. So the room was not only packed with standard bearers, but also the councillors that won, the UDP councillors that won in the San Ignacio Town Council there, and other officials from the party secretariat.
The United Democratic Party again finds itself in a very precarious situation because the divide isn't only internal, but the divide is evident. It's evident to the public's eyes because if you're only going off of the attendance at one meeting and what played out on Saturday in terms of two meetings being held and reports are that they were being led by individuals we know have a desire for leadership at the highest level within the United Democratic Party, then it speaks to a rift. It speaks to a huge rift and a huge divide within the party. For you, what does this say about the leadership or the leadership position of the leader of the opposition, Moses Shine Barrow? You spoke with him. What was he saying, or what was sort of demeanor did he come with while you're having that conversation?
Listen, there's still disunity in the UDP. The minute you have two meetings happening simultaneously when everyone should have gathered at the NPC to address their concerns, whatever they have with the leadership, there's disunity there. I asked Mr. Barrow if he is concerned. Firstly, he did not want to acknowledge there was another meeting happening, saying that he wasn't there meeting. I have no pictures, only hearsay, and credible reports equals to hearsay and gossip and rumors and whatever. Right? But we know what's happening there. Yeah. The minute these high-ranking officials from the UDP are having their separate meeting, boycotting the NPC, they're not happy with you. They're not happy with you. They're not happy with your leadership. Yeah. Right? So I asked him, "Are you concerned about this?" And there was a little back and forth with me and Mr. Barrow. But I think he finally said that he's not necessarily concerned because he has the majority. Yes, you have the majority now. We have a couple of months and next year for the general elections. But even having that discussions from high-ranking UDP should have you concerned.
It should, but I also would like to understand or wonder the content of that other meeting. Yeah, and the reason I ask, and the reason I say that is because, yes, as much as it's a concern to have your senior members boycott this particular meeting and have a separate meeting without you, it does raise a certain flags, right? But I would have been more concerned if other officials had gone to this other meeting. If like I saw the room from the NPC meeting, it was packed. I would have been more concerned if you had other stakeholders and so forth attending the other meeting. Then I would have been like, all right, something is afoot. But for it to have just been these senior members, I really am trying to understand what the plan or the concern is. This is coming off of the heels, yes, off of municipal elections, but also after the budget debate. And so where only two of their members attended, right? Two of the opposition members attended. So there's a lot to say about the care and attention that these leaders and officials are giving to the party, but also what is their overall agenda. And if it's about being the party leader, wouldn't you have gathered all of the other stakeholders to talk about this? Or is it something that only the senior members are concerned about?
Yeah, okay, so I differ in opinion when it comes to whether it's only them meeting at the other side. If one high-ranking UDP blatantly boycotts the NPC, the party leader should be concerned because that can spread. This unity can spread and discord can spread within the party. And going into the general election, you do not want that.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because the public display there and what the public might feel towards the party will, I guess, influence voters coming up in the general elections.
Yeah.
Ultimately, what I believe what this group wants, or what they're doing, or what they're showing, that they do not support Shine Barrow as leader of the UDP. We know that from John Saldivar and Patrick Faber and the discord they've had between three of them. Now they're joining forces, from what it seems, at this private meeting held at the Biltmore against Mr. Barrow.
And that's an interesting alliance as we seek to wrap up this conversation. It's an interesting alliance there, and it cannot be looked over to see Patrick Faber and John Saldivar joining forces. But these three have always been at odds, and it appears, just based on the history and what is out there in public, that they formed alliances for convenience sake. So
it's not a friendship.
It's not necessarily a friendship. This is all business. This is all, let's get to the matter of what we are here for, with our friends, but with our no buddies, with our colleagues, but with our no pals. And we have an objective, and if it means getting to that objective with a poison sting or with a venomous fang, we'll do that, because that's what we're here for. We're here ultimately to carry out our agenda. And so that's an interesting alliance. But it's clear that there
Something is
is
afoot.
no unity within the United Democratic Party, and it's something that the leader of the opposition has denied time and time again here on this morning show. He has denied it during interviews. Well, I don't know that it can be denied any longer, Hippolito.
There's no total unity. That group united over that side, the other group united over that
right.
side, right? Because he'll say, we look at this room, we are united here. He'll say that, but there's no total unity. And just as final point here is that Bev Williams, as we heard this morning, or was it late last night, she's been replaced in the Senate.
Yes.
She's no longer in the Senate now. So that so another move
You're
being made
looking at
there.
the imbalance
Yeah.
of unity per se.
Well,
Well, Hippolito, thank you so much for joining us this morning, because we do have to wrap up our segment, but we are going to look forward to the rest of this story for our newscast tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And of course, you can hear these stories and more in our newscast at 6 p.m. on Channel 5 and on YouTube. That does it for Eye on the News. All right, moving on with our show for this morning, we are going to be hearing our weather forecast for today, provided from the folks at the National Meteorological Service of Belize. It's been hot. I don't know if you guys have been receiving small showers of blessings, little sprinkles here and there. And around 4 o'clock this morning, we had some of those as well in Belmopan, but we have forecaster Francisca Wellington on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am hoping that you want to tell me and be cool today.
Well, to start out with.
Yes, the general situation for today.
Okay, so we'll see fair and mostly dry conditions today. Currently it's cloudy, but we expect the sun to pop out probably by mid-morning to afternoon. And then tonight we'll see partly cloudy skies, going for little or no rain.
All right, and let's talk about the marine conditions and our winds.
Right. So winds will be out of the east and southeast, 10 to 20 knots, and that will produce moderate seas.
Okay, and our temperatures for today, our highs and lows.
Okay, for this afternoon, going for an 88 along the coast, 82 up in the Mayan Mountains, and a whopping 96 inland.
Whew.
And then tonight, along the coast, 82. Inland 73 and my mountain 65.
Wow. Any good news for our extended forecast for Tuesday and Tuesday night?
No girl. Tuesday, we are seeing very, very high temperatures. And we are seeing a 92 for Tuesday afternoon along the coast. And we are seeing 103 plus inland.
I'm assuming with this...
Of course, there will be a heat alert out by tomorrow morning.
All right. And any other advisories, watches, or warnings to look out for?
Okay, this is the dry season, so we are currently issuing a fire forecast. Currently, the fire risk for the entire country is moderate. Tomorrow, it will be very higher. So I would advise the public to please be careful with, the cigarette butts, the lighting of bushes, and stuff like that, right?
All right. Well, thank you so much for that update, Francisca. We are going to keep our eye on the weather for the rest of this week. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. And hot. Needless to say, it's going to be warm.
But it's
today.
Easter.
It is Easter, and so we'll get into the pool soon. We'll get into the sea soon, the
river
soon. You used to go to a fridge back
Love
in the day. Fridge back in the day. But wherever you are, we hope that you are keeping cool. Stay as hydrated as you possibly can for this week. And moving into our show lineup, Paul, we have 3 wonderful conversations. Our first topic is all about new healthcare providers and some updates.
Yeah, and then in our second conversation, it's all about Hot Cross Bun. It's Easter week, so let's make some Hot Cross Bun.
You've made them before?
I don't recall making them. I've done stories of other people making them.
And you've eaten them as well.
And then I've eaten them way too much.
And wrapping up our Monday morning, it is all about our Belizean star, Brittney Starr, coming to us live in Jamaica. So you don't want to miss these conversations and more. But first, we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, it's all about new healthcare providers and updates. Stay with us.
I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
13,835,700 eggs are eaten by tourists each year, fueling our thriving economy. Tourism means business.
Make Atlantic Insurance a part of your travel plans when traveling to Chetumal, Cancun, Merida, or anywhere in Mexico. Whether it's for vacation, to conduct business, or just relaxation, you can purchase a minimum of 1 day or any number of days desired up to 1 year. Atlantic Insurance offers certified and reliable insurance policies from well-established Mexican insurance companies. For more information, you can visit any of our offices located countrywide or call 223-2657. To purchase online, visit our website at aicbelize.com. Travel with the best insurance coverage. Travel secure. Travel with peace of mind. Travel with Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
And welcome back. Joining us for our first conversation, we have the folks in from the Belize Social Security to talk to us about new healthcare providers updates. Joining us in studio, we have Communications and PR Manager, Ms. Vanessa Vellos. Good morning.
Good morning.
And to her left, we have Marie Chavarria, the Manager Benefits under Service Management. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. So first, before, just to give a synopsis for our viewers, let's talk about some of the benefits that Social Security already provides and how we can acquire these benefits.
Go ahead. Well, that's a good one. Well, we're basically here today to talk to you guys a little about our upcoming enhancement,
yes.
Right? The Social Security is a social insurance and is an investment for you. And you basically pay in so that you can benefit from those benefits from Social Security, such as whenever you are ill, you can claim for sickness benefit. If you have a child, you can claim maternity benefit. And also, of course, retirement. We all have to think about retirement. We all have to think whenever we get older, we'll be unable to work. So it's an investment for whenever we are unable to work to get that pension benefit and that benefit. So Social Security has many benefits available. They all have their qualifying conditions. They're all available on our website. But today we're basically here to encourage everyone to join the My Portal Social Security.
Okay.
All right? And one of the reasons we want to encourage it, we need everyone to join into the Social Security portal is that they'll be able to submit, you'll be able to submit your claims through the My Portal Social Security, right? Currently, most of our processes are manual, but Social Security has been investing in technology because we want to enhance services, you know? We want to enhance delivery. We want to pay your benefit whenever you need that benefit most, when you're ill or unable to work or retire, as I mentioned before, right? So we want to make sure we get everybody on board. We need everyone, every insured person to get on board and create a portal.
During COVID-19, when I got sick, because there weren't any face-to-face type of services, I used an email address to get my services or benefits, etc. How does this differ, the portal?
You can imagine the challenges that we had in managing the claims through an email. We get about 5,000 to 6,000 claims, just sickness benefit claims a month. So it's difficult to be managing those. Even from then, Social Security was already looking to invest in technology to improve, to have that, to facilitate that online submission of claims. It wasn't ready. We've been working with registration, getting the employers in online. We are now doing the benefits. And the first one that's coming up is sickness benefit, right? So we need everybody to get online, the insured person, the employer, and now the doctors also. The doctors will be able to complete that medical certificate online, and once you have created My Portal Social Security, that will be pushed to your profile. You'll be able to see your medical certificate, and then you'll be also able to submit that medical certificate. Currently, it's still, you have to go into My Portal at this point of time, you have to log in, and you have to fill in an online form and attach your medical certificate, attach your salary record, right? In like a month or so, you'll be able to view your medical certificate. Once your physician sees you, completes that medical certificate online, that pushes it to your online portal, only you will be able to view it. You have to ensure that whenever you create your portal, it's your email and your email account, so it's secure. It's secure because you will be able to see your information on registration, and you have to make sure that you protect your information, right? You'll be able to view that medical certificate, as I mentioned before, and fill in the form and submit. Once you have done so, we will be communicating with the employer, because now the employer is on board. Since last year, you've been hearing that we're getting all the employers on board. Last month, for example, I can give you a detail. We have out of approximately 10,000 employers that we have countrywide, 9,200 submitted online.
Okay.
That means that we have that information available, because we need the payment from the employer. We need to know what you earned so that we can process your benefit when you need it, right? So the registration process is up. We encourage everybody to register, especially those who are working. And now the employers are there. It's now time for benefits. So now we have the information to be able to process that claim, right? So once Social Security gets that claim, we will no longer be requiring that you get that salary record or SMT that we call, so that we know your salary, so that we process it manually. So the system will automatically process the claim once you have the qualifying contributions, right? And the qualifying contributions for sickness benefit is, of course, you must have 50 contributions since 1981. And in 13 weeks prior to the first date of incapacity, we look at your 30 weeks salary, and out of those, you must have 5 paid. Once you have 5 paid contributions and the 50, the system will automatically process that claim to payment. It's going to your bank account. One important aspect is that when you join and create your portal, you'll be able to see the information that Social Security has about you, your name, your date of birth, if you're married or you're not married, right? We will know your information. So we'll be able to process your claim based on information and who you work with, what were your earnings, and process that claim immediately and get it to the bank. Make sure you update your information once you create. Make sure you update your information, update your email, because that is how we are going to be communicating with you, informing you about your decision. Because once the claim is allowed, you'll get a notification. You and your employer will get a notification that your claim has been allowed and your payment is ready.
So we are here to, I mean, thank you so much for that rundown, and I believe that a lot of people are now getting on this portal. It's very easy to get an account and so forth, and as a civilian, but for the healthcare providers and the updates, I understand that you're saying that they're going to have access to this portal.
Well, I would want to stress first off that in order for all of this to work, you have to have a portal account.
Right.
Because with the portal account, then the insured person can have access to their Social Security transactions. In the case of sickness benefits, right, and you're making a claim, your employer needs to have a portal account because they have their role to play.
Okay.
And the medical practitioners need to have a portal account because they also have a role to play.
So everybody needs an account.
That is the truth.
Yeah, everybody needs an account.
That is the truth, especially since we're moving more from the manual process to more digital process.
Yeah.
So you might say, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an employer, but you are, well, if you don't have a Social Security card number, we don't refer to you as an insured person per se.
Right.
But all of us need to be insured,
of course,
right? Through this Social Security fund. So basically, as I said, everyone needs to have a portal account. It's very easy to have a portal account. You just need to be 14 years or older. You go to our website, socialsecurity.org.bz. You put in your date of birth and a valid email address. Make sure that it's a current email address. Don't use an old one. Use one that you normally check. Right?
Because you need it to verify your account.
You definitely need it to verify your account. And that process of verification is very, very easy. You get an email, you go through that validation process, then you get back on the portal, you get to create your password, and you're done. If you already have a Social Security card registration number, then you can link that to your account. If you don't, you can register and start that process to get a card. If you have dependents, you can add your dependents to your account. If you are an employer, right, in those businesses, you have somebody there that you designate to say you will be doing those transactions, you'll be representing us with SSB. That linking process is very easy, right? Whereby you just contact SSB via our WhatsApp numbers. They will want to do a video call at some point just to make sure that your picture is, linking back to whatever we have on record. The linking process is not a long process. It happens in minutes. So the medical practitioner just needs to make this point as well in terms of the linking. We spoke about the linking of your business profile per se or your employer profile to an insured account. It's the same type of process for the medical practitioners. Right. A doctor registers and has an insured, has an account. You have to link that now to your profession, right? And once you have linked that, then when you go into the portal, you can either look at your information as an insured person because you have your own transactions and stuff that you're dealing with SSB, or you are going into the portal because now you have a patient in front of you and you need to fill out that medical certificate. Gotcha. So that is the importance of getting a portal account.
Technology can be very intimidating for some. We're talking about moving away from paper completely and going paperless. Explain to the ordinary individual who's sick, needs to go see the doctor, get the doctor paper filled out, how the process would work for them and can they do it on their device?
That is one of the enhancements that should come. You should currently, when you go into the My Portal Social Security to submit a sickness benefit form, you have to make sure that you access to Google Chrome. one of the enhancements whenever they deploy sickness benefit is that you'll be able to do that to any device eventually, right? But it's a transition, and we're getting there. So the goal is to eventually be able to do so through any device, right?
Yeah.
So the technological enhancements
because we were talking about earlier during the break that I was finding it a little bit difficult, but now that you mention it, I was using a different browser that is not Google Chrome.
That's why I thought it was important that I mentioned it in regards to your. We have to make sure at this currently time, I'm not sure if I want to call it a glitch, but currently you have to go through Google to be able to access the online format.
That's good to know.
And one other thing is that, like our Facebook page, we are, as she mentioned, we are on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. Like our Facebook page, and if you have any problems in accessing the form at any point of time, contact our customer service group. There's a team of people there to provide you help, support, guidance. We have videos there on a social security website, also tutorials to show you how to create your portal login, how to join as an employer, and eventually we will have one how to join as a medical provider. We're working on that. We should be having a meeting with the medical providers coming soon on the 10th of April, because we want to make sure that we get all the medical practitioners, because they're an important stakeholder, right?
That is what I was
if they don't use the online form, then we will still have to get that paper.
Yeah.
We will still have the option for you to upload the paper in any given event. A doctor may not be able to fill in a medical certificate. But that, of course, would be transitional, right, until we get everybody on board. The other effort, we recognize that not everybody is technologically savvy or so we will continue to be providing support through the CCRS, or customer service group. And in office also, our customer service team will be there ready and available to guide the customer when they come in, if they want to create a portal login, if they want to upload a medical certificate, those services would also be there available to support until we get everybody on board, because we have to get everybody on board in order for the process to work, that we can use the service. Everybody has to be on board.
Yeah.
The insured person, the physician, and
that was going to be my question. How are you planning to get all of these healthcare providers on the portal, because it's countrywide, right?
Right, correct.
Well, Mrs. Chavaria has been talking with them, behind the scenes. So there are various groups that she's been meeting with and talking to.
Any opportunity to meet with them, to tell them about this feature that is coming.
Okay.
Now we are reaching out to them to ensure that they all get on board, right? So we're meeting with them to make sure that we can get them, and some of them have already created that portal login as an insured person. Because when you create a portal login, you're able to see your information if you're working, or if you ever worked, and you're able to access as an employer if you are an employer, and you're able to access, and now you'll be able to access as a doctor if you are a doctor, to be able to do the medical certificates, right?
How quick does the process go? And I ask this question because I know that when you're doing it in person, you have to go in, you have to get your documents in, you have to make sure your employer gets your HR person, a doctor, everybody has to. You go in, and then it takes a little while for it to get processed, and then you get your money
because it's still manual. So currently what we have in place is just a form, and you attach the documents. Somebody still has to process it in the back end manually.
Right.
We have a system that helps us process, but it's not integrated. But with the new technological solution, everything should be integrated. It's one view.
Okay.
You'll be able, along with the sickness benefit, which is the first benefit that you'll be able to submit, because that's the one that is most often submitted.
Yeah.
You'll be able to view your contribution history since 1981. So that's an enhancement that is also coming along with sickness benefit. You'll be able to see your contribution history so that you can plan for your retirement, or you know exactly what is it that you qualify for, because as I mentioned before, every benefit has their qualifying contributions and their condition, and of course you have to make sure that you submit your claims on time. We are guided by the Social Security Act and the Social Security Act is also available on the website. And the qualifying condition for each benefit is also available on the website. It's in our interest that the customer or the user learns and knows their rights and responsibility, because Social Security exists to pay benefits. We exist to help you when you need it most.
So will that data provide for you information on what you can expect when you retire?
Yes, that's one of the enhancements that is also coming up. You'll be able to calculate eventually, look at the number of contributions, and decide, okay, I need to work a little bit more to make sure that I have enough contributions, because your retirement benefit rate is highly dependent. It's a formula that is there. It's dependent on the number of years that you contributed. It depends on the earnings that you have contributed. Remember, we have different wage bands. It depends. Maybe 10 years ago you were earning below $200, but now you are earning up to $520 or more. So we insure up to $520 at this point of time since the contribution.
So that's in a sense is an assessment of your career progress as well.
Exactly.
And how you've developed yourself.
Yeah.
If you want something on the side to do that for you, what has been the rate of registration for employees? You spoke a bit about employers using the portal.
Registration, I cannot recall the numbers, but the demand for registration has definitely increased. We have a high demand for registration, and we're doing outreach sessions with the Amnesty program too. There's an increase of registration. So we do outreach programs. We accept walk-ins. You can do your appointment to register with the Social Security. Keep in mind that as per legislation, you can register from birth. So your child is born, you can register your child from birth, because that child may be able to access services from NHI. So that's one important aspect. So I don't have the numbers in mind, but I know definitely that the percentage of persons that register, there's a demand. There's an ongoing demand to get people on board. I just wanted to share with you, since we started the online form, which is partly online submission of the sickness benefit, only in 2022 in December. And since then we have 465 persons that have actually created a portal again, right? So and we've gotten at least 8,000 complete claims from the portal since then. Of course, we need more to come through there, because since in 2023 we had at least about 64,000 sickness benefit claims. So we have a lot of work to get done, and that is one of the reasons we're here today, trying to get everybody on board. We want to enhance the services, but we need everybody on board to be able to enhance the service and deliver.
Does the portal speak to how much claims or benefits, sickness or whatever it may be, you've received? Does it record it as you go along?
Eventually, the new system, they will be able to do it. Currently, no, because there were different systems working separate from each other. For benefits, we had a system that would be able to tell us exactly how many short-term claims were. The long-term one is still very manual. So the hope is to make all of the benefits are automated and processed automatically based on contributions that you are paying.
Ladies,
We're going to get there. I just wanted to quickly say that there's a lot going on at Social Security Board, and I want to encourage the general public to keep in step with us. We do have information that is posted on our Facebook page, on our website. You can find us on YouTube with those explainer videos. Also, like what we were saying before, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. There's some other new app out there that everybody is kind of tuned into. Trust me, we'll get on that one too, because it's important for the general public. Through whichever means that you engage, you get the information about what's going on at SSB. So we're in a transition, and we're going to get to that place where everything is like what Mrs. Chamaria said, is integrated. But for now, the main thing is get that portal account if you haven't gotten it yet, and know that there are changes coming to uploading and dealing just
sickness benefit first. After sickness benefit, all the other benefits will follow. But for now, it's going to be the sickness benefit.
So there's no reason why anyone shouldn't have an SSB account at this point.
Especially if you work.
Especially if you work.
And even if you don't work, because you have to remember that we also have survivor benefit. So you might be a beneficiary of a person that is working. So
all
your child,
all of that needs to be known on your account.
And also make sure that you update your beneficiary account whenever. So if you may die for any reason, hopefully not, and you have children, you have a husband or you have a wife, we know exactly who are your beneficiaries. And we can then that facilitates the process of any pension payments.
Wonderful.
And we also need to stress again the importance of registering with a valid current email address and update your information to time.
Yes.
Normally when you change different things, there is only one aspect of your life that knows that you've changed your contact information. Don't forget about SSB. Make sure that you update your portal account with relevant updated information.
And when you do create your portal account, make sure it's your personal account because it's your profile. Don't use your work account because you may change from employer and would have to change it. Use your personal Yahoo, Gmail account to create that account because that's your personal information. And be careful in disclosing your password to anybody. Remember, that's your information. Only you are able to see that information.
Thank you, ladies, so much. We do hope that by the end of the year, you have almost everybody on board on this SSB portal. And we got to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're switching things over to Hot Cross Buns. I think Paul is going to be in the oven, in the kitchen,
It's like, what?
showing us how to make Easter Hot Cross Buns. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
I'm David Humes. This is Vanessa Humes. We own Ladyville Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time. Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line, and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
It's time that we realize that we must work together to thrive. The world as we know it, the sky and below it. Could I never have more wonder? Yeah, with life and all you see and the climate's changing. But hope is remaining. And we can't ignore the future. It depends on you and me. One chance, all that we got. One voice, together we stand. Take care, the world where we live. Permite a todos vivir. Tomamos la oportunidad para guardar la humanidad. And I must leave no one behind because we are one climate, one Caribbean. One climate, one Caribbean.
Welcome back. This segment is all about Hot Cross Buns. It's a Belizean favorite for the Easter time. And of course, here on Open Your Eyes, we had to do something with it because our viewers expect it of us. And in studio, we have none other than Miss Tanisha Burns, who is the owner of Tanisha's Creations. And she has been in existence since 2008, or the business has been in existence since 2008. But we have Miss Tanisha with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, what is it about Hot Cross Buns and Belizean Easter that goes together so well?
I guess it's just something traditional, just to show respect for the season. Which is celebrating Christ. So you want to eat, but you also want to celebrate Him. So why not put it together?
But it's also a very cultural, cuisine. I think that you have your bun, your Creole bun, and then you have hot cross bun. Yes. For the Easter holiday.
I like Tanisha's explanation more because you want to eat and celebrate Jesus, so you put the cross by your food. How far back could you recall being introduced to Hot Cross Bun?
Ever since being able to realize what it is. It's just a tradition in the home. If you don't have your cross bun and your fish for Good Friday, it ain't Good Friday.
Weird, right?
It's a bad Friday.
Okay, I have a question for you. Have you ever had an Easter without hot cross bun?
Only by choice, not because it wasn't available.
Okay.
Only because I decided I don't want, and that's probably one time in my entire life as a Belizean.
So weird, Paul.
And perhaps I was not in the country as well.
Okay, that I will give you. I will give you that because you're right. It is very much a Belizean thing to have hot cross buns. I don't know if I see it out unless you're in the diaspora, right, where your family and friends are doing it. But Tanisha is also going to be showing us how she makes her hot cross buns this morning. Is there like a secret recipe to this particular bun?
Lots of love. Well,
We're doing that.
I got love and I got two hands that are ready to get messy.
Oh yes, Paul make it, by the way. I will be supervising.
Clearly I'm the chef here.
You are.
I'm the baker.
You are.
So what do we do
first?
First, you'll need to grate your nutmeg.
Yeah, great nutmeg, man. It's a full process.
No shortcut.
No shortcut.
Gotta do it all in.
Okay, how much nutmeg we the grate? Because this is the hardest part and the most tedious part.
I'll tell you when to stop.
Oh, continue. She's tell you when to stop. So Tanisha, you have been in existence since 2008. Tell us how and why you started Tanisha's Creations.
I come from a line of cooks.
Okay.
So, and I'm passionate about the kitchen. I've tried so many different jobs, endeavors, but it's not for me. The kitchen is where my heart lies. And whenever I'm in there, I'm at peace. So I just started and can't stop.
What did you start off with? What was one of your first sellers or your best sellers?
Actually, cakes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do birthday cakes, wedding cakes, and those
They not tell you stop yet. Continue.
Oh, you can stop now. Yes, but I started out with cakes, and then it just went from there to doing catering of pastries and different stuff like that.
Okay.
And then with the cross bun, I started to make bread and bun to sell. After I had my kids, I preferred staying home with them, and then from there it just grew.
All right, so Paul has the nutmeg in next.
Yes. Get your flour.
Get your flour.
How much cups of flour are we adding here?
We're going to put that entire amount of flour.
Oh,
all
everything?
of this?
How much is this?
That is 3 pounds
3
of flour.
pounds of flour.
Okay.
So I did about 3/4 of the nutmeg.
Okay.
That should be enough, right?
Yes.
Flour.
All of it.
You don't want too much spice. You just want it to have
Yeah.
enough.
And that nutmeg, that flavor is a burst, I'll tell you, man. Whenever you use or grate nutmegs, you'll definitely smell it. Yeah, I'm known to be messy in the kitchen.
This is why you're doing it today.
Now you're going to get the yeast.
The yeast
And the measuring spoon.
and the measuring spoon.
How much yeast goes
For
into
this amount, we're going to put in 2.5 tablespoons. That's the green ones.
Do maths, Paul.
Wow, this is
Do
big.
maths.
Is it so much yeast we're using?
For the actual measurement that I do is actually 5 for 5 pounds. So.
Oh, what does a little bit of yeast do versus a lot of yeast?
A little bit of yeast raises it, but a lot just makes it run over.
Make it run over.
Yes.
Does it?
Especially since you're using the warm water.
Does it affect the softness or the firmness
Not
of it?
really, but it leaves a odor that is kind of strong. So it sounds like it smells like it's fermenting.
What is your key or your tip to ensure that your yeast is properly kneaded so that it rises well? Because sometimes the yeast just flops and
It just flops. You have to make sure that the yeast is actually preserved.
Okay.
If the yeast is not preserved and it's been open, then it doesn't work. So like the container that I have, it's sealed, it has a rubber so that everything is,
All right, so where do we go next?
Next, we're going to put in the cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Okay, so we have nutmegs, we have yeast, we have flour, and now we have a fresh bottle of cinnamon. I know why I'm closing it back.
Okay, so 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
So you
So
need
we're
to,
going
like,
with the
open
tablespoon
that
again.
Yeah.
1 tablespoon
Because
of
cinnamon is really harsh, so you have to actually measure that, right? Like
and it's just like the nutmeg.
I think this has like more of a stronger
Okay, 1
flavor.
tablespoon.
The nutmeg, you could play with it a little bit, but this you have to really.
All right,
measure that.
so we got the cinnamon there. What do we go next?
For me to give it just a little kick, I put a little bit of grounded ginger in there.
Oh.
So just a little bit.
Actually,
dash.
enjoy ginger
Yes.
in cross buns.
Just a dash.
It's open.
Just a
Just
dash.
a dash. Okay, maybe. Okay.
That's good? No, it's coming out. That ginger is strong.
You smell it.
But it actually, the ginger brings out a smell.
So you just put a little, use the smallest.
A smell of cross bun that's familiar.
That's
a lot of people do this, right?
Yes.
Use the ginger right there.
All right.
That's good.
So so far we've done nutmeg, flour, cinnamon, yeast, and ginger. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you can get the butter.
Okay.
And you're going to put 2 sticks of butter.
2 sticks, 2 whole sticks.
So
And this
1
is,
cup.
Is
Yes,
it 2
1
sticks
cup.
is 1 cup?
Yeah.
How did you know that, April?
Because I cooked, Paul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Surprised. 2 sticks of butter. Oh, and this. Is it
you need
important
some
to have the
assistance?
butter a bit soft?
Yes.
Because you don't want it directly out the fridge, right?
No, because then when you're kneading, it's going to stay in there clumped.
Oh, right. And you don't want
Yes.
that one. And so these are softer. I feel like I could make this now.
Okay.
You really
You need the sugar.
Sugar.
Yes, you're going to
Alright,
put
how
2
much sugar?
cups.
2 cups.
This you
So
also
this is a
so this
cup.
you measure.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you put too much sugar,
It'll
it
be
comes
too
out
sweet?
not only too sweet, but it's hard.
This feels like a lot of sugar, though. I won't lie. So you're saying your
2
sure
cups,
is 2
just
cups?
2 cups.
Just 2 cups.
Just 2 cups.
just
So
two
I mean I'm noticing this Tanisha that you're just putting all the ingredients together, so there's no mix of dry ingredients or wet
No.
ingredients. Okay. Okay.
And now you're going to add your vanilla.
Vanilla. This is
You would add
vanilla?
that to your taste, how much you want to put in there.
How much vanilla
how
you
much
like?
vanilla I like? I like 1 tablespoon or 2.
A tablespoon.
Is that enough?
For you,
For
that's
me?
that's
Yeah.
your preference.
I may add a 2 teaspoons, but okay.
Teaspoon?
Yeah,
Come
vanilla
on,
is
you
vanilla
wanna-
is like cinnamon, and it's also really harsh.
No, vanilla.
You want to you want to taste your
Yes.
vanilla.
And now you're going to, well, I
What we do,
usually
the coconut powder?
put it in the warm
you put
water
the
to
coconut
dilute.
powder in
Yes.
the warm water, and then so you have like a coconut milk
Yes.
mixture instead of just
Or
water.
if you want, grate your coconut.
Well, you should do that to make Paul do the work.
No.
What do you have to do?
Alright.
Okay, so now you have all of your ingredients together. You are now combining with your coconut milk, basically. Okay.
Yes. So don't worry.
Lovely.
We got this. We got this over here, April.
All right. I know worried. Oh, in the water. In the water.
That's exactly what I meant to do.
You don't have to put all.
All right.
I think you could cook.
So let me show what we have.
Minus the
so
coconut
far.
powder.
This is the butter, the sugar, the vanilla, the nutmeg,
flour, the yeast, the ginger.
Then we have some coconut milk.
Mhm.
This 1 cup is enough. It may be.
Don't put all of it because you have to do it and then
knead.
make it come together.
So start your.
Okay.
So you done wrap up your sleeves. Your
Yes.
sleeves are up.
Yes.
All right.
Just ensure that we're good here.
Okay.
And then you just get in, right?
Yes. Get in. Mix all the ingredients. Knead. You know how to knead bread.
Of course.
You know how to do
We're
it.
not gonna have a flat surface right now. Now, what are we looking for in terms of consistency?
You don't want it to be too soft, but you don't want it to be too dry.
Too firm, too
Yes,
dry.
Yes,
Okay.
because then if it stays this way, then it'll just be dry bun.
Man.
The first time you did this?
No.
Okay.
Well,
so how does it feel? Does it feel like it's too soft, too wet?
A bit, but I feel like it's only because I
haven't
haven't
gotten all the flour.
mixed everything in it
okay.
yet, especially from the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's a deep dish. This is 3 pounds. 3 pounds is nothing easy to work with, you know. 3
It is
pounds
a
of
lot.
flour.
Try doing 10 pounds.
Whoa. Have you?
Yes.
Is that your
Okay.
normal amount? Wow.
So tell me something. Do
Between
you
10 to
prepare?
15.
Do you prepare cross buns for Easter to sell?
Every year.
Every year.
So let's talk
If
about
I
that.
don't, I will have to walk around with a shield.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
It's that deep.
So Tanisha, you've been doing this since 2008.
Yes,
You are. This is the Holy Week, the starter of the Holy Week. Is it still too late to get my orders in for Tanisha's
Nope.
ones? Okay.
You
where
have them
can I-
until Wednesday morning, actually.
And how can we order with Tanisha's creation?
You can either WhatsApp 6140033.
Okay.
Or I'm on Facebook. And it's under my personal page because I haven't set up my page as yet for the business. It's under Tati and Kim Heartstrings.
Okay.
And
please get your Tanisha's Creations Facebook
Yes,
page.
I will. But you can always WhatsApp. WhatsApp is easier.
Okay.
And I mostly deal with WhatsApp. and you can get your orders in, and we do delivery also.
Okay.
I start delivery at 12 o'clock on Thursday so that everybody can get their orders. If you want it by Wednesday, you can get it by Wednesday also.
Are you also making regular bun?
Yes. I do. You have people that want their Creole bread too, so I have Creole bread, I have regular bun, I have cross bun, I have the cross bun with raisin. And I'm also doing porta buns because you have some people that just want something bite-sized.
Yes.
What other products do you offer on a day-to-day basis?
I do turkey dinner. I do cakes, cupcakes, finger food.
Okay. So you cater basically.
Yes.
I can call you for an event, and you get my foods in, my coffee cakes and so forth.
Everything.
All right.
I like a challenge too. So
how are you doing there?
I mean,
what's going on?
I feel like it's coming together slowly, but surely. We need some
get
water.
your muscles in there.
Oh, you say just a little bit more? So this is supposed to be enough
you
water.
need it to come together.
You can't break apart.
Together.
Yeah. All right. So the good thing is on TV I could do this with the snap of a finger.
So it should be looking like
this.
Okay.
All right. You never should have show that part there. Make it look like I do it, no?
I will not lie to our viewers.
No, I'm not a lie. All right.
Yes.
So in 3, 2, 1. I mean, what the producers and don't at least snap.
So, but how long do you leave it to rise after you have needed your?
About 10 to 15 minutes.
And just like that, I did a thing.
Did you do a thing? Did you really?
Roll this out.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll roll this out, and this is where you come in now, April. It's your turn. Your turn to
get your hands dirty.
Get your hands dirty.
So we're going to divide it.
Okay.
And then you got to roll that.
All right.
I roll it like if I had a roll 30.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
As long as you get it come together so it doesn't have any lumps.
How do I know?
All right. Let me see. Where's your bottom?
Right here.
Okay. So you're good. You can set it on the pan. Then just give it a little press. Yeah. Now let's try the cross.
Yes. Yeah.
The cross and my cross.
This should be as simple as.
So you just gotta roll it like a log.
Right. You ever play Play-Doh, April?
You know, it's not my thing.
No?
No.
Yeah, clearly.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay, so you can sit it.
Well, this doesn't look too bad.
It's too big.
Yeah. And the beauty about that is you don't have to roll again.
Yeah.
You can use that piece to set across.
And when you guys are finished, you can give me to put it in the oven, and then I'll have the.
You have the final product.
Yeah, I'll have the TV magic.
All right. All right. In.
See?
Put it in. And so this is what it should look like when we are through. Before we start to put it in the oven, right? So this is what it should look like, this particular one.
Before you put it in the oven, you leave it just a little bit longer to
rise.
Because you have all that yeast, so that's the question. I know the warm water activates the yeast for it to the process to take place a bit quicker, but then how long do you put it to sit?
Like 5 minutes more.
5 minutes more. Then you put it in the oven, and how long, not only how long, but what temperature?
I put it at 260.
260.
260 degrees. I put it in there. What I'll do is I'll leave it there. When you start to smell it, you have to go and check it.
Yeah.
So you don't really have, you make the ancestors tell you when to take it out. You let the ancestors tell you.
Just go by scent.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't have a particular time?
No, I don't have a time set. I just go by. I put it in there, and then I go and I check this. Go by the smell. It's not burning as yet. Go check it, and then when I go and check it, if I see it brown, then you just take it, turn it over, and you pat it at the bottom to hear that boom boom.
What happens? What happens if you smell it burning?
If you smell it burning, then you need to run.
Well, we are not letting our bun burn.
Put this in the oven.
Put it in the oven.
So you're moving nice.
And now that we've put it in the oven, we have our buns for Easter.
And it's wrapped already. That's
It's
the type
wrapped
of
already
oven we have.
and ready to go. I tell you, Medellin, I tell you. But yes, this is what they look like, guys. If you want to purchase your hot cross buns, head on over to Tanisha's Creation. Yes. The WhatsApp number is
614-0033.
and you have up until Wednesday morning to place your order. All right, Tanisha, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Also.
These smell amazing. I'm looking forward to trying them. But as we are moving into our show lineup, we have keeping up with Easter and so forth. We have our hot cross buns. You have your snacks. But where are we going?
Well, you know, for Easter, when you take your hot cross bun, when you have hot cross buns, you could take it on the road with you to whatever destination you're going. Of course, we're going to get our hot cross bun from Tanisha's Creations. And then we're going to hit the road. We're heading down south to Mayan World, where we could enjoy ATV riding, cave tubing, river tubing, and the likes. And so in today's segment of Open Your Eyes Adventures, we're headed down to Mayan World to do some ATV jungle riding or tour and river tubing. So here's that feature. It's an exciting one. I was a part of it, and so you don't want to miss it. All right, and so today we are at the Mayan World Adventure Park, and of course I am with my lovely wife, Amber Lopez. And at the Mayan World Adventure Park, there's so many things to do. You have cave tubing, you have waterfalls, you have horseback riding, you have the ATV jungle tour. What are you looking forward to the most today?
Today we are doing the ATV jungle tour and the river tubing. I am most excited for that cool river tubing.
I, for one, definitely am excited about the ATV jungle tour. Are you ready to just jump right into this?
Ready as ever.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Man, look at the ATVs. They have a lot.
Yeah, I know I want the yellow one.
Yeah, I want the red one.
But aren't you going to be on the slope?
Maybe, I don't know. And they have gears, goggles, masks.
I like this one.
Do you? Hi!
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Paul.
Fredrito.
Amber.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to my office.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
we are at Mayan World destination.
Yes.
And of course, this is where we do, you know, a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, it's not only ATV ride, but a lot of times when people get to see the bikes, you know, they get too excited.
Yes.
They forget that we do other stuff.
Right.
You know, but let me tell you that we do, if you come over this board, you know, we have all these, you know, the different tours that we do. Just let me remove these.
Yes.
We have different tours. So we do river tubing, so which we are going to do that today. And then we have the waterfall rappelling.
Oh, so you do that?
Yes,
as well.
we have the zip lining. Then we have the ATV adventure, which is going to do this morning. Ooh. And then we have the hiking trail. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that sounds like an exercise.
Yeah, definitely. So you don't really have to go to gym.
Yeah.
You know, when you come to Mayan World, you know, early in the morning, you could hike off one of our trail. You know, so, and then also we have the horseback riding. Okay. So those are the package deal that we have in terms of when you visit my office.
Yeah, so when people come, do they combine the tours sometimes?
Yes, so pretty much we have a combination. That combination is the zip lining and the river tubing, which takes you like about pretty much a half day to do that. Nice. You know, which your people would zip first, and then from there, you know, they would float down the river. So those, if you combine that, it will take you like roughly about 3 to 4 hours doing that tour.
What do we do now?
So of course, you know, we're gonna jump on one of these bikes.
Yeah.
You know, and if you notice, we have, you know, a line of these bikes. This is our waiver form, so you can go ahead and fill that out.
Perfect.
There you go.
We're going on an adventure.
Yes. The tour consists of going through a farm. Then from there we get under the canopy. We get side of the foothills that we see on the road. Sometimes when you're driving down south, you will see those foothills. Yeah. So we're gonna get very close to that. We have a trail that goes there, and then we're gonna do a loop ending back here again. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. Let's do this. So both of us, we have a manual shift, you know, a manual engine here, which is gonna shift with your foot. You know, you gotta tap it with your foot. This is where it's gonna work, Amber. So you gotta put your foot underneath the lever. Underneath the lever, Paul. Underneath, yes, there you go. So that is how you're gonna shift. But every tap, every click that you do with your foot, it's telling you that you're going into a gears, and then you're moving faster. Okay? Go ahead and press it.
Ay, ay, ay.
I stopped here. I was looking at the flower of the tree. But like I was saying earlier, this tree is very famous in Belize. A lot of people know it as a tonic tree, but it's a provision tree. A lot of culture know this in Belize, that when they hear about provision tree, it helps you in terms of building up your blood. So that's actually the flower. So let's go again.
Yeah, well, so far we've seen quite a bit of jungle terrain. It's been an awesome ride. The bike isn't as hard to maneuver as some may think. It's pretty straightforward, and if you're not used to driving anything manual or standard, this is pretty easy to do. Man, we are having a great time here so far. Let's continue. Use your brakes, right, babe?
So we're gonna go. There's a trail that we take. So we're gonna take this going along the edge of the hills. But before we go to the loop, I want to take you guys to the viewpoint.
Please.
All right, so we can get to see the entire area where. Let's do this.
Man, this has been an exciting ride so far. Woo!
look at this view.
Oh my gosh, what are we looking at?
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful our country is.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Look at it. Because since it's dry season,
Yeah.
there's a lot of wildfire taking place.
Okay.
So that's why there's a smoke in the air.
Yeah.
But usually when it's clear, man, you can see actually the Caribbean Sea.
But I love the lushness of the forest.
Look at it.
Like
Look
it seems so untouched and pristine.
Exactly. And
Green.
look at those rows and rows
Oh, what are
of
those?
trees, and those are the oranges.
Those are the oranges. To get this view, I didn't have to use my legs to climb anything. The ATV brought me all the way up
And that
here.
is what I said to you guys earlier.
Mhm.
You know, the only way how you can get to this viewpoint, if you take one of the bike.
Mhm.
You know, you take one of the bike and we get to this viewpoint. You know, amazing.
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 I meant the brakes. High five, man. That was so good. This was such an excellent tour. What you say?
Amazing.
Short
of amazing and thrilling.
Within 45 minutes, we got to see a lot. I'll tell you something. If you're intimidated by the bike at start, by 5-10 minutes in, you realize how easy it is to ride. You get pretty comfortable. And I'll tell you something about our guide. He remained with us along the entire way, so continuously checked up on us, ensured that we knew what we were doing, and if we had any questions, if we needed any advice on how to ride the machine or even the directions to take, he was right here. This was just an amazing journey. Loved it so much. All right, and so that was it for our first adventure.
All right, we are halfway through. Next, for my favorite part, let's go river tubing.
River tubing. See you guys on the water. We've shifted off. We're now in clothing for water, right?
Yes.
So this is the river tubing aspect of our adventure today.
Definitely. So we are at the starting point at where the river float starts.
Yes.
So we're gonna take a couple minutes to walk down with our tubes. We're gonna float down to like about an hour. So it's gonna be at 2 miles on the South Stank Creek River.
Wow.
Imagine that,
Yeah.
right?
I could imagine the beauty.
Yes, definitely. So there is a lot of a scenic view that we're gonna see. You know, I always tell my people, you know, always keep your eye peeled because we're in the habitats, you know, of different critters that is around us.
Ooh.
So it's not only floating down the river, but also let's focus on the different aspect of what the rainforest has to offer to us. So before we get to the tubes, we're gonna gear up, we're gonna put on our life jacket. Safety, again, is our #1 priority here. Life jacket, and then from there we're gonna put on the helmets. When we finish, we get our tubes, and then we walk a couple minutes on the river. So Paul and Amber, welcome to the tubing area.
Thank you, let's do this.
Put on my
So right now we are in the dry season. Of course, we're in March.
Yeah.
So this is
Pretty
the
dry.
peak of the dry season for us. So it's pretty dry. So what we're seeing here is actually the water is going down because of, because there is no rainfall. Because remember, we still depend on the rainfall so that our water can able to get more water so that we can get more water to float down. But during the dry season, then we get a little bit of, some of the rocks you might find along the way. We still have fun on the river. It doesn't matter which time of the year you come. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
That was a great journey. What's your thoughts on it?
That was exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Very relaxing, very calm. The scenery was beautiful. The sound of the crashing waves, amazing.
I wish I got a video of the snake that we saw. A snake actually fell from a tree.
A vine snake.
A vine snake, non-venomous, unharmful snake. But apart from that, and even the rapids, the rapids gives you that type of excitement and adventure that you're looking for on these types of things. And again, our tour guide was with us for the entire way. He was excellent.
He kept us safe.
Yeah, so that was really good, man. That was really good. Big up to Maya World and the entire crew here.
That's right. We've come to the end of our Maya World adventure, and it was nothing short of amazing. First, we did the
ATV
jungle tour, which was very thrilling.
Yeah.
And then we winded down with a very cool river tubing. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was definitely the ATV. I got a hung of that ATV ride. And despite the dust, it was just amazing for me because of the thrill and the excitement. For you?
For me, it was washing off and relaxing as we were floating down the very beautiful river, looking at the scenery. It was all just simply amazing. So all of it was great.
And now with those two tours out of the way, we're hungry. And so we've come to Maya King Grill and Beer Garden for some food. We're gonna enjoy some food. We're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna say see you later.
Let's go.
Upcoming enhancements to My Social Security. The new healthcare provider feature seamlessly connects healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers to facilitate the payment of sickness benefits. Here are the enhancements. Registered healthcare providers will create and submit online medical certificates using their healthcare provider accounts. Insured persons will receive a link to view the medical certificate to complete and submit their sickness benefit claim. And employers will receive an email notification of their employee's sickness claim. Also, the insured person and their employer will receive a copy of the claim decision letter after review. Healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers are encouraged to create a portal account to access and benefit from these new services on My Social Security at ssbportal.org.bz. My Social Security online portal. New healthcare provider feature coming this March. Social Security at your fingertips.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Starr products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
And welcome back. Wrapping up our conversations for the morning, we have no stranger to the show and no stranger to you, Belize. Artist, musician, creative, Miss Brittney Starr. Good morning. We are coming at the end of Women's Month, and of course we wanted to highlight one of our phenomenal women in entertainment, Miss Brittney Starr, as she is on her way to perform in Jamaica. Congratulations.
Yeah, I gotta say first off the bat, I love the outfit.
Yes, the boots.
You are shining.
The boots that, like, to me, treasure trove. I absolutely love the boots.
You always step out dressing outstanding and unique. Is that intentional? What goes through your mind when you're planning a wardrobe for any event or activity?
I just say to myself, girl, you gotta look good. You better stand up. Listen, but there's a story behind it. I just told it the other day. I was to perform at Shensia in Cayo, and then I'd perform and I said, Belize, and people watch me like. And I looked down for one of the audience, this young lady in the audience. She look at me and I said, damn, this girl looks so good. How could I be the performer and she looked so better than me? I tell myself, I gotta step up my game, and that was it. Every time I perform, I want you to see that I'm here.
Well, we know that you're here. You have arrived in full force, Miss Starr, if you will. But let's talk about your journey and your journey to as you go to Jamaica to perform. You're no stranger to us. We know who you are. But Brittney, the entertainer, versus Brittney, the person that has her family, has her children, is trying to make her way into this industry as a female artist. Let's talk about her.
Well, I think I'm a very complex person. I try to be very humble. They ask me how I balance it off, but really, actually, I have no balance.
What do you mean you have balance?
I don't have any, but so far I look like I'm doing something. But honestly, when it comes to my music, I drop everything. And sometimes I always have to apologize to my kids. You know, mommy have to do this, you know? And I feel like sometimes I'm not doing enough as a mother for them, you know, but this is the path I chose, and I tell you, it's not only for me, it's for you guys. So Brittney, lately, barely any of Brittney I get. It's always
Brittney Starr.
Revolves around Brittney Starr.
A year ago, you were prepared to leave the music scene. What changed? What has changed over the last year?
First and foremost, my Belizean people won't allow me. It's like the minute I said I was going to stop music, they start book me for spite.
They don't let you.
And then they know I got love for this music, so I end up doing it again, you know. But many days there when I wish I could let it go, wish I could give up, because it's not easy. But the music wouldn't let me go.
What drives your passion?
There's a lot, you know, and it would be too much for me to get into details about it, but there's a lot, you know, and it might look simple to you guys, but it's very, very deep. It's the love, like mainly that deep love I have for it, you know.
When we see your performances, we see your dress, the way you dress, we see your videos, there seems to be a lot that goes into it intentionally. Where did you get this or learn this level of professionalism, or how were you able to glean this level of professionalism from who?
I would say this started from very early for me. My sister and my brother, they never had no idea what they do. But from very young, they groomed me. You know, they looking back now, I start realize that they had groomed me for this like many years. Even though it might be in a rough manner, they were grooming me. And then as the years go by and I end up now with my team, like it's like they want me to bring perfection now, you know, that professionalism and all that. So I have good people behind me, I must say.
Brittney Starr is your 24/7. You don't have a day job. This is who you are. This is your bread and butter. Talk about that particular challenge to be a woman in entertainment and having to ensure that you maintain a particular lifestyle, maintain your children and so forth with this particular career.
It's definitely not easy. I know we shit pan nobody. Like, listen, I don't mean it in a bad way. I want every single young person to follow their dreams, but just know where to sign up for.
What are they signing up for?
Sleepless nights, many days, many sacrifices. When I tell you I make sacrifice, I don't want to believe. I can't share it yet, but eventually I plan to do my documentary and want to understand the in-depth and how much I take my craft serious, you know, that I'm here today.
Let's talk about your performance going to Jamaica. How did that come about? Let's talk about the planning, organizing, and what you'll be doing there.
Well, last year I was on this said show, and we said we wanted to go meet my team and myself. The next step is to try go international, no? And well, my people, they not sleep. They, you know, they made sure they reach out, and the first person answer was Jamaica. to different places, you know. So I was glad. It's something like Shisha, a place like Shisha I'm going to perform. It's not this big festival as yet. Because soon I'm gonna put it out in the universe.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm grateful. So excited.
It speaks to the grind. It speaks to this decision to put yourself out there,
right,
to go beyond the boundaries and the borders and the ordinary that perhaps most Belizean artists are accustomed to. Is thinking, all right, how else can I create a larger audience or go before an audience that to introduce my music to them as well outside of Belize? Because if we're being real and honest, these events or these locations are where artists build their audience. You know, you go to an event in Jamaica at a like somewhere like Shisha, for example, and you have a full club or a full night of people going out, and they listen to this Brittney Starr. It's like, wow, who's that? You know,
I'm getting that right.
Exactly. So then it's like you have people going to your social media trying to find your content, asking you where your music is, and then spreading it to their friends. You're introducing a whole new audience to your music.
And you never know who's in the audience. Look at Coffee and Chronix, and she just performed that one talent show, and then bam.
Really?
She got her. Yeah.
You didn't tell me something.
But for you, is this your first time going overseas to perform?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so what is it like? What's the feeling like?
I won't lie, I was nervous at first. Listen, I knew about this a long time ago. My team knew about it. And I swear when they would like, remember the show? I was like, huh? Which show? I don't even want to remember it because it was nerve-wracking, like Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know?
A larger audience, different people.
And then remember this, the way dancehall reggae starts. So now, who is she? Because I think she could, you know, but hey, I'm a Belizean and I'm a dancehall artist. So like,
and
you like
clearly they know who you are to say, let's book her to come.
Right. And not only that, they look at my contents and different stuff. And I, for one, think that the Belize International Music and Food Festival is one of the biggest things in Belize, you know. And not to toot my own heart. Not to toot girl. Yes, but I feel like me looking at some of these international artists, the way I perform already, and looking at them how they used to perform at my level, I'm way up ahead.
Yeah.
If you really look into it, so I like
And so you study other people so that you're able to see what you can do, what you can't do, how you perform, and so on.
Not really.
So you just do your thing.
I have different artists. I don't listen to music as much. My manager Kendra, she like, Brittney, you need to do better than this. I don't listen to music like that. I don't like noise.
I'm very confused.
I know, weird. That is the love I have for this.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, so.
What do you plan to bring to the audience you're performing for in Jamaica?
I plan to bring myself, the little shy girl who barely wants to move and all that here in Belize. Yeah. I plan to unleash in Jamaica.
Okay.
And I plan to just be me.
Yeah, what do you say to local artists that are cautious or anxious about stepping outside of the box and creating opportunities for themselves elsewhere?
You can't be afraid. First of all, you have to really believe in a way to do. Build your team, because I for one, I knew from the beginning that I couldn't do this alone. I couldn't, you know. I needed that support. Big up my team, Dan Moody, Gilly, Delroy, Talisha, Kendra. Just big up on yourself. But like I said, get your team and not be afraid. Like, take that step, you know. I feel afraid some days, but I know I make that get the best of me. I work too hard.
So when is your debut in Jamaica? When are you starring?
March 30th is the performance.
So this weekend.
Yes, this weekend.
So you travel this week? You're going to spend the Easter in Jamaica?
Well, I don't want to stay long.
I could
Why? No, you're not a traveler, Brittney. Girl, if you do these things, you have to get with the traveling.
I know I have to.
Yeah.
Well, for my work, I will,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
But besides that, I want to come home back to my country.
Can't take the Belize out of the Belizean girl. Brittney, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And you know, we know that you're going to perform out there, so we can't wait to hear all about it.
Let's get some final thoughts from you.
Yes.
Closing words.
Wait, audience. Tell the audience.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Yes. Oh, I just want to say, well, first of all, before I go off, a big up Remnant Songs lately, who's definitely behind me a whole lot. Especially right now, Dwayne is really busy. So, Remnant Songs been doing their thing behind me. I want to say thank you guys, my fans, for the continuous support. Like Belizean people have been so supportive, you know, they're not afraid to express how proud they are of me, and I am so grateful. Like every day that motivate me to get up and want to do more, you know. So even when right now I have so many things lined up for do, I still feel like I'm not doing enough, you know. So
but we see you.
Thank you
and
guys.
We hear you.
Yeah, and we know that one of those things is that after this performance in Jamaica, you're gearing up to perform for Miss Universe as well.
Yeah.
So we just
You
bust
busy.
another secret out of the bag.
Busy.
But,
I'm very busy.
You're very busy, and we like to see that,
Thank
especially
you.
for our local business artists. So congratulations
Thank
to
you.
on the progress, the success that you've made over the last year, and to your team as well that
Yes.
are working hard with you. I like that you big up your team a lot.
I have to. I stress them out.
All right, Paul. But we are going to take another quick break, and we'll be back to wrap things up. Don't go away.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers, and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money, and gas price, because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Earn V-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers! We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Welcome back. We are wrapping up our Monday morning here on Open Your Eyes. We want to say a big thank you to all of our guests for dropping by, having these wonderful conversations with us, Paul. And of course, thank you to our viewers, because without you, this really would not be possible. It is March 25th. If it is your birthday today, a happy, happy birthday to you. We hope you have a wonderful day today. And if you have a birthday shout out or just a question or a comment, drop us a line right here at oye@channel5belize.com. You can also catch our live stream every day on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, and check out our highlights over on Instagram at OYE Belize. And do us the favor and join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you soon, Belize. It's going to be a hot day today. Stay hydrated, stay cool, do your best to stay healthy and safe. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank.